Okay. Hey guys, welcome. Actually, you need to stop being squeaky, okay? Please excuse me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Davita B, and this is the B Minimum. Okay, so this video is a lot bit different. This video is really for a couple of my friends. We are trying to decide where to go for our trip, and it's between Cartagena, Colombia and Medellín, Colombia. And I have the type of friends who will vote based off of just the name. I have friends who will look at TikTok videos but not really do the research. So I was like, you know what, let me take the time to use my platform to break down whether or not we should go to Cartagena, Colombia or Medellín, Colombia. And I did all the research, so here it is right here. This video should not be that long, God willing. So if you're looking and trying to figure out where you want to go between Cartagena and Medellin, this video is for you. All right, so let's get started. So first of all, I'm letting you know everything is based off of the research that I did, and also I'm gonna put things based off of like my vibe, my attitude, but you'll know when it's me and you'll know when it's not, okay? All right, so let's get started. So to begin with, I'm gonna explain just like the differences. So for me, in my opinion, so also I won't tell you what I'm leaning towards as well. I'm just gonna do my biased, unbiased review of everything. All right, so to begin with, Cartagena, in my opinion, gives me Miami. Cartagena is very much a Miami vibe. There's boats, there's parties, nightlife, like it's great vibes. Miami has a great vibe, you know, it's full of culture as well. Miami has great culture, so that's why I'm just like, yeah, Cartagena really gives me Miami. The vibes are great, and it also gives me Puerto Rico as well in terms of just kind of like the structure, the architecture, the great history of everything. So it does give me Puerto Rico vibes as well. And funny enough, I googled, or I asked chat, what city would I compare Cartagena to, and it said New Orleans. And I was like, that's interesting. The culture, the vibe, just all the rich history that has to do with Cartagena and New Orleans. I can see that. And just a disclaimer, I am not a fan of New Orleans. Probably my least favorite state or city I've been to, so just saying. All right, cool. Because I feel like for me, this is a side note, New Orleans, it's a cool vibe. However, there's not really like much to do besides drinking in Bourbon Street. Yes, there's history, there's this and that, but for me, like, it's not my favorite place to go to. Like, I wouldn't go back. And so then Medellin, in my opinion, it gives like a Brazil vibe minus the beaches. So Medellin is not coastal. It's more so in the middle. It's the Andes. It's in the Andes Mountains. So there's no beaches. It's not coastal as opposed to Cartagena. It is coastal. Like the weather is hot all the time there. Cartagena has like a good temperature as well. And also for Medellin, yeah, so it gives me more of a Brazil vibe, and also Peru as well. And I did enjoy Peru, so I would say it gave me like a Peru vibe too, Lima, Peru specifically. And when I googled or asked ChatGPT what vibe could I compare Medellin to, it said Lisbon, Portugal. And funny enough, the group wanted to go to Portugal, however there was no bang to the trip to go to Portugal, so keep that in mind. All right, so now the difference, so I'm gonna do a little pros and cons as well, or not pros and cons, just differences. Like I said, Cartagena is more beaches. Cartagena has beaches as opposed to Medellin is more Andes Mountain. In terms of price and cost, they're fairly the same. It says that Medellin is cheaper, but they're basically both the same, both great cost. In terms of transportation, so Cartagena transportation is more like taxis, walking, bikes, and Medellin's transportation is like a city. So there's cable cars as well as cable cars as well as public transportation. So there's like subways, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Food and drink. So Cartagena's food is more Caribbean influences, which I love. Listen, I love lots of seafood, so the food there is really good. As well as Medellin, they are not, it's like a mixture or a blend, but however there is, I'm not going to explain this very well because I too don't get it, but they have a different culture up there. It was found by something called Antiochs, I believe. I'm probably butchering that. It's called like Antioche. That's like, I'll probably put like a thing, but that's the culture there. Yeah, so the food is more influenced by that. However, it's still like really good food. And in terms of safety, so Cartagena is, I would say, safer than Medellín, but it's Colombia regardless. So yeah. All right, cool. Now what you really came for. Things to do. All right, so we're gonna start off with Cartagena and then we're gonna go to Medellín. So Cartagena, things to do. The main attraction from what I saw on my YouTube videos and TikToks, I mean, is island hopping. So basically you go on a boat. I want to say it's like kind of like an all-day thing. You go island hopping. You just go to different, like, it's like one big boat party in the middle of the ocean, essentially, at different like islands. There's also a beach club as well. Yeah, so you just go island hopping. I'm gonna insert a video probably right here, just of like different island hoppings. You just go have a good time in the water. It's like one big yacht party, but like everybody's on a different boat. And there's food. There's great food. The food looks really good. I heard the red snapper is amazing. It's just like one big boat party. That's what it is in the ocean. So if you're into boats, that's your vibe. Also another big bang for also our group. The way we travel, there has to be a bang for the trip. So that's why I keep saying a big bang. There has to be a bang. So meaning like we were going to go to Lips in Portugal. However, there was no bang. There was no like, oh my God, like this is a once in a lifetime experience. So that's what I'm referring to. So another bang would be another thing to do. So that's a bang would be the mud, the volcano mud. There's a volcano. It's not active. You can go in the mud, get a massage in the mud, and it has like special properties in the mud. So that's why people do it. That's another bang. Another bang. There's the beaches. Well, not really a bang. There's also a place called Barrio Gethsemane. It's like a city of culture. So I think when I sent the videos of the guys just kind of like rapping to a woman, it's a whole bunch of culture, nightlife, city, street food. Like it's a really good vibe. Then also this part is what I say reminds me of San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's just like a fort. So there's a naval museum. There's a Castillo de San Felipe de Bajaras. There's a bunch of history and culture in Cartagena, which I think is really dope, which is really amazing. And then some extra stuff that we could do would be cooking classes, salsa classes, do a walking tour, ATV, biking, things like that. There's also water activities as well. And I think I said this before, but we get around on taxis. So next for Medellín, things to do. So things to do, the main things to do is like hiking, a walking tour. Right, let me actually start. So the things to do, so Comuna 13. So Comuna 13 was once notorious for violence. It's now a symbol of transformation. It's known for street art, it's vibrant murals and the community. And you can also do a guided walk that'll take you through all the history of the That'll take you through all the history of the community, as well as I believe there's a graffiti tour to do as well. So you can like do graffiti on the wall. So that's pretty cool. That's like a big selling point for Medellín. There's also a city called Guatape. So we would take a day trip to Guatape, and at Guatape there is a man-made lake as well as a very nice view of the city. So you walk up this mountain, or it's a rock actually, it's called El Peño, and it's about 750 steps. So you walk all the way to the top and you're able to see like great views of the city and just like the beautiful views out in the city right here. And in this city we can go jet skiing, paragliding, Umbrella Street. And there's also a boat tour that'll take us to see Pablo Escobar's estate. It's burned down though, they burned it down. So in Guatape, a lot of rich people would build their vacation houses or estates there. So yeah, so Guatape is like a day trip. So we would go there and there's a bunch of stuff to do. And then from Guatape, we can take, I think it's like another hour out, and we can go to do a day trip to, it's called San Rafael Waterfall, and that's really cool as well. So the big bang for, and then there's also nightlife as well. So nightlife in Cartagena is more so clubbing, you know, dancing, yada, yada, yada. Same thing for Medellin as well. Apparently Medellin has a very big nightlife. But I think what I enjoyed about Medellin is it wasn't just partying and clubbing. They have something called super bowling where you can go bowling and have like dinner at the same time. So I thought that was a good vibe as well. So all in all, the big bang for Cartagena is the mud bath, the boat party, and the nightlife, right? And the big bang for Medellin is Comuna 13, Guatape, which includes like the waterfall and the hiking. Oh, there's also botanicals in Medellin as well. I forgot to mention that. There's botanical gardens where we can go hiking as well. We can do a coffee making tour with a wellness spa as well. So those are like the big bangs for each country or for each city. So I hope this helped out. Instead of just having to sit through 50 different TikToks, this would be like a 13 minute video just explaining the differences between each city. Hopefully this helps somebody out besides my friends, because we're gonna get it together. Yeah, so hopefully this helps out. Anything else? As you can see, I have a bias. I'm not gonna say where I want to go, but I do have a bias. But like I said, Cartagena, Miami, Medellin, like Brazil minus beaches. So it's really just depends on the vibe that we want to go for. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. See ya.